So I've been reflecting more on story and like story work and my own story and the story of the Bible. And something that God was showing me today is that story is very simple. Your story, my story, the story of the Bible is very simple. And that's why he says you must come like a little child. And yet, story is also infinitely complex and nuanced. And an example of this is the Harry Potter series. And for instance, Harry Potter, as he's beginning as a child from his point of view, Severus Snape is his nemesis, who hates him, doesn't like him, singles him out, punishes him, and does everything he can to subvert him. But then Harry grows up. And then through this process, at the end of the story of Harry's development as the hero, he discovers that Severus Snape isn't as villainous as he once believed him to be. He finds out that Severus Snape actually secretly loved his mom, even though his mom married someone else. She married Harry's dad. Severus Snape still loved her and always had. And so Harry Potter was also a reminder of the woman he once loved and the man he once hated. And Harry's parents chose the good side, and Severus Snape chose the bad side to be on the side of Lord Voldemort. And then after Harry is brought into the world, Severus Snape is charged by Dumbledore to protect him. Specifically, to preserve Harry Potter for the day in which Voldemort would come to kill Harry Potter. And that it was vital and important that Harry Potter understood he would have to die because there was a part of Voldemort living in him, and that part had to die, and it had to be done by Voldemort. So I say all of this because on the one hand, yeah, story is simple. There's a lot of surface data, if you will. There's a lot of surface level plot that happens in our lives and in our stories that is very simple. And yet, as we go through life and we continue processing our stories and learning and growing, we also come to find that it's not as simple as we once believed. And it's a little bit more nuanced and a little bit more complicated, which then actually brings us into a deeper level of meaning as we hold both the simplicity that for the most of the story, Severus Snape was Harry's nemesis. Not the primary nemesis, but one of them. And then as we move through it, we actually see the horrible weight Severus Snape was holding as he had to teach and watch Harry grow and become who he was as a wizard. And the same is true for your story, and the same is true for my story. And as you read the Bible, come at it from the place of a child, but also understand it is also very nuanced and complex. And we need both. We need to hold both together in order to more fully appreciate and embody the story of the gospel and Jesus Christ as you reverse your stories.